Well, hey there, pixel peepers, full-frame fanatics, and anyone who's ever tried to discreetly carry a camera the size of a small brick. Welcome back to the channel, where today we're diving deep into the rumor mill, and boy oh boy, are the whispers juicy. We're talking about Sony's next potential pocket rocket, the compact full-frame that's rumored to be packing a punch bigger than a toddler after a sugar rush, the Sony A7C Mark III. Yes, the successor to the camera that proved you can have your full-frame cake and eat it in a surprisingly small package. The A7C Mark II hit the streets in 2023, but Sony's been cooking something fresh. Based on their release pattern, and a little sprinkle of paranoia about Canon and Nikon catching up, we could see the Mark III land as early as late 2025. Canon's EOS R8 and Nikon's ZF are breathing down Sony's neck like a toddler with sticky fingers near your camera gear. You know what that means. Sony can't afford to chill. Leaks suggest the A7C Mark III might sport a 36-megapixel backside illuminated sensor. That's 3 more megapixels than the Mark II. It's like adding guac to your burrito, just enough to make you feel fancy. But seriously, this sensor isn't just about more pixels. It's about better light gathering. Think low light performance so good, you'll start shooting street photos at midnight just to flex. And if the 15+ stops of dynamic range rumors hold up, goodbye blown out skies, hello detail-packed sunsets. Videographers, get ready to cry tears of joy or frustration, depending on your budget. The Mark III is rumored to bring 4K 60 FPS with no crop and possibly even 4K 120 FPS. Imagine shooting buttery smooth, slow-motion sequences of your dog, who will inevitably ignore you the second the camera rolls. And let's not forget 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording for those who love spending hours in post-production tweaking colors. But here's the million-dollar question. Internal RAW recording? Sony, if you're watching this, just do it. We won't complain much about the price hike. Cross my heart and my SD cards. Sony's autofocus game has always been strong, but the A7C Mark III might bring some next-level wizardry. Rumors point to AI-enhanced tracking that predicts movements. Yes, your camera could be smarter than your cat. Whether it's a bird in flight, a cyclist zooming by, or your toddler making a break for it, this camera might actually keep up. And don't even get me started on improved animal and vehicle tracking. Finally, a camera that understands my dog isn't just an object detected. He's an artist in motion. Sony's compact full-frame design isn't going anywhere, but the Mark III could feature an upgraded grip. Because, let's face it, the Mark II grip felt like holding a wet bar of soap. And finally, a higher resolution EVF and LCD screen. No more squinting like you're solving a math problem just to see if your shot is in focus. Sony, it's the little things that count. Also, Sony, let's charge you for those little things. Expect dual card slots, hallelujah, and support for both CF Express Type A and SD cards. For connectivity, we're looking at Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.2, and USB-C 3.2. Basically, you could upload your entire day's shoot before your coffee gets cold. Battery life? Rumored to be similar to the Mark II, around 700 shots per charge. Decent, but not mind-blowing. Here's hoping they add a panic mode that just recharges it via sheer willpower. Here's the kicker. If the rumors are true, the Mark III could start at $2,299 to $2,499. For some, that's a down payment on a car, or a very expensive doorstop if you accidentally leave it on the roof of your car. RIP A7C Mark II. But with features like 4K 120 FPS, AI autofocus, and a killer sensor, it's hard to argue it's not worth the price. The real question is, will you shell out for it? Or are you waiting for the inevitable A7C IV? Let us know in the comments while I contemplate selling my kidneys. You're out on a shoot, your camera in hand, chasing that perfect shot. But in the back of your mind, there's a question nagging at you. What's next? Well, if you're a Sony fan, the answer might just be the A7 IV. Rumors are swirling, leaks are spreading like wildfire, and speculation is at an all-time high. But instead of getting lost in the hype, let's break it all down. What's real? What's just wishful thinking? And most importantly, is the A7 IV going to be worth the wait? Let's get into it. First things first, the heart of the beast, a rumored 33-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. Now that number might sound familiar because it's the same resolution as the A7 IV. But here's the kicker. The whispers are saying faster readout speeds. What does that mean for you? Less rolling shutter. Think of it like this. You're filming a fast-moving train, and instead of those wonky, distorted lines, you get a clean, crisp image. That's the power of a stacked sensor with faster readout. It's a game changer for hybrid shooters who need to capture both stills and video. And speaking of video, the rumors are pointing towards some serious upgrades. 4K at 60 frames per second? That's almost a given at this point. But what's got people really excited is the potential for 6K recording. Yes, you heard that right, 6K. Now let's be real, that's still just speculation. But if Sony pulls it off, it's going to be a massive leap forward. And even more exciting, open gate recording, similar to the Panasonic S5 Mark II, allows for full sensor width recording. That's a huge step for flexibility in post. Now, let's talk about autofocus, because Sony's been leading the pack in this department. We're hearing whispers of AI-driven subject recognition and tracking, and a general boost in focus speed and accuracy. Think of it like this. You're shooting a wildlife scene, and the camera locks onto your subject's eye, even as it's moving through dense foliage. That's the power of AI-powered autofocus. It's not just about speed, it's about reliability and precision. And for the video crowd, let's dig a little deeper. 4K at 60 FPS is great, but it's not groundbreaking. What's got people talking is the possibility of 6K or even open gate functionality. This would allow you to use the full sensor for video, giving you more flexibility in post-production. It's like having a bigger canvas to work with. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sony hasn't confirmed anything yet. Now, let's talk about the body itself. From what we've seen, the A7 V is likely to stick to a similar form factor as the A7 IV. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But we could see improvements in the grip, button placement, and maybe even a few tweaks to the menu system. And here's where things could get interesting. A rumored flip-out, high-resolution screen. That's a game changer for videographers who need to see what they're shooting. And let's not forget about the electronic viewfinder. The A7 IV's EVF is decent, but the competition is pushing beyond that. A bump to a 9.44 million dot EVF would be a huge improvement, giving you a more immersive shooting experience. Let's address the elephant in the room, overheating. The A7 IV had its issues with this during long recording sessions. We're hoping the A7 V improves heat dissipation, internal design, or even adds a built-in fan, essential for videographers who shoot for extended periods. As for in-body image stabilization, the A7 IV had 5.5 stops, but a jump to 7 or 8 stops would be a huge upgrade, especially for handheld shooting in low light. And smaller details, like dual-band Wi-Fi and improved menus, might seem minor, but could make a big difference in your workflow. Now let's talk about the A7 IV's limitations. The rolling shutter issue, the limited buffer size, the low light performance, the autofocus in complex scenes, the usability improvements. These are all areas where the A7 V could shine. So what's the final takeaway? The Sony A7 V is shaping up to be an impressive camera. The rumored stacked sensor, AI autofocus, potential video upgrades, and fixes for overheating are all very promising. But we have to manage our expectations. Until Sony makes an official announcement, we won't know for sure what's coming. But it's hard not to get excited about what could be one of the best all-around hybrid cameras on the market. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more updates.